gets it to the line, but not out. Glynn whacks at it. It's still in the zone. A shot by Graham, and he just missed.
Give the puck up in your own end. Brian Glynn has a chance to clear it. Deflects. Now the shot by Graham beats Casey, but hits the crossbar and luckily deflects over the glass.
Tenardi digging at the puck and digging it free to Gagne. He passes. Bellows in. Shoots. It's behind Belfour. Then Gagne puts it in.
Boy, if you talk about just staying with it, that's what the North Stars did right there. A great play by Tenardi you're going to see off the faceoff, controlling the puck and getting it into Gagne, who's going to make a pass in front of the net. Now, a great job right off the faceoff. See, Tenardi moves right up and controls the puck and is able to give it right back to Gagne. Chicago, being aggressive, allows Bellows to walk in front. Now, Belfour makes about 3 saves here. What a great chance by Gagne, as he actually missed the swipe, and he had a wide open net. Now, good job by Bellows going to the net. Now, Gagne will be following up here, and he had a wide open net and missed it, and it bounced off his skate and then off of Belfour and into the net.
Smith kept it in. Casey out, and the net is empty. And John Casey on another misguided adventure out of his net.
Well, he knew the Chicago Blackhawks had a player right behind the net, and that puck wasn't going all that fast. So he took the chance of going back there. Now, he was back there in plenty of time, but he tries to handle the puck on his backhand with just one hand. And he reaches for it and loses his stick. The puck goes right to Roenick, who just dumps it in front. And what an easy goal. Casey lunges for it, loses his stick. It goes right in front, and an easy goal for Steve Larmer. And you talk about a guy who got off to a slow start, and things have gotten slower as the season has gone on. That's been Steve Larmer.
And has signaled a major penalty for high sticking to Steve Conroy, who leaves the game because of that. 5+ a game for number 5, Steve Conroy.
Right into Belfour and into the net. It's coming up right here. Or actually, it was Mike Craig. But Brown came from behind and cross-checked him and knocked him in to the goaltender and into the net. Take out Gagne heavily here, and Gagne gets his stick up to protect himself and does catch Keith Brown with the high stick.
Chelios takes the puck. Now it's over to Michel Goulet. He shoots one. He missed. The rebound comes around on the boards to Larmer. Popped over Chelios' stick. He corrals it now into the corner to Roenick. Sent it in, and it's in.
I believe you're going to see Jeremy Roenick end up getting credit for this goal. Now, what happens is the North Stars come out with 2 players. That means Chicago then is going to try and go down towards the net with the puck and force a 3-on-1. The pass goes across from Roenick. You see Tenardi put his stick down to try and block the pass, and he deflects it right past goaltender John Casey.
Perfect view of it there, right between the legs of Casey. It's going to be the 23rd goal of the season for Jeremy Roenick. He's one off the league lead.
Great play here by Modano, using his speed to beat Chelios, and he has the presence to look, and Malte was all alone. He had the wide open thing back to lift the stick. Just an excellent play before that play turned back the other way.
Now Goulet has it on his stick. He drops it for Roenick to Larmer. Beautiful play, and he scores. Joe, for all the ugly goals we've seen, this was different.
Well, I'll tell you, how long are you going to keep Steve Larmer from scoring goals? 12 games is obviously enough. He just fights his way past Shane Churla, gets it, and he's got those great hands, and he very quickly gets that puck to his forehand and is able to beat John Casey high. Watch him, he takes the pass right to his forehand, and right away Casey goes down, and he goes right over the glove hand for Steve Larmer, his 2nd goal of the evening.
Smith again from the corner. Bellows boxed in by 2 Hawks. Centered. Modano was nicely set up, but Belfour beat Mike Modano. Gets it back from Smith. Shot it wide. It's in front now for Sutter, and he couldn't dig it in.
This game.
Now they have a chance with Greg Gilbert moving away with Graham, centering it for Graham, and he dove at that puck, falling down, still had a chance, but couldn't quite get his stick on it. Now it's on his stick again as he gets up back of the net and centered it. Hudson poking at it, and the Hawks are winning most of the battles for loose pucks now. Dahlquist off the boards, not out. Brown a shot as Gilbert was there trying to deflect it. And clears the puck up to Duchesne. Broughton trying to join the rush. And he ran right into Gaetan Duchesne. Nice pass. Here's Tenorti. Belfour followed him right across the crease. Prevented a scoring chance by Mark Tenorti. Here's Larmer shooting wide. Bellows got the rebound off the boards right back to Larmer. Marchment shot from the point. They score. Sutter with the deflection.
Well, that puck ended up getting deflected by John Casey, but what a turn of events. First of all, Tenorti with a great shorthanded chance. He got caught behind the play and had to change. And as that shot came from the point, Brent Sutter moves right from the side of the net into the front of the net. Marchment just lets the shot go. You'll see Sutter come to the front. He deflects it past John Casey over his glove.
Well, it's a slump-busting night for Larmer. Steve Larmer has 2 goals and 2 assists. He's been in on all 4 Chicago goals.
Play. He gets a chance this time, and Greg Gilbert, the veteran, comes up and meets Hatcher right at the red line with a good check. Net. Grimson goes to clear it, and he just tries to deflect it out with his stick and he ended up getting his stick up. Alan Peterson.
Well, Bob Gainey has chosen to call his timeout right here. It's obviously a very important time of the game for Minnesota. If they don't capitalize here, it's hard to see them coming back and lose Roenick and Sutter and get Larmer and Graham.
And they're aggressive. They'll certainly take the chances.
Brian Marchment is noted for his open ice hitting. Sent Brian Bellows up and down, and Graham now has a chance on John Casey. Here's Larmer. 5 points, Steve Larmer.
Whole play started with Marchment anticipating the pass. Now Bellows is all alone over there. Marchment anticipates, skates right in and takes him out of the play. That's what got the play going. Larmer ends up picking up the loose puck and going the other way. Now the first chance is by Graham. He'll get his own rebound, and Larmer's left wide open in front of the net. And that's what happens when you have a player like Modano playing the point. He doesn't understand the defensive responsibilities as a defenseman. He tends to wander. He doesn't stay in front of the net. Glynn was over on the other side. That left Larmer to do whatever he wanted to do, and really Casey had no chance at all. Larmer can shoot the puck. He handles it very well, and he just simply waited for John Casey to go down and make the play, and really deposited that puck into an empty net.
He hadn't had a goal in 12 games. He's got 3 in this one.
What a hit by Marchment, though, to get this thing going. Bellows will get the puck. He only has a 1 split second to see him coming, and there's nothing he could do. That's just a great hockey hit. That's something we don't see all that often anymore in this league, are those open ice hip checks. And what a play by Marchment. That got the puck going the other way for Chicago. That turned into the shorthanded goal.
3:25 remaining in the Minnesota power play, and Darcy Wakaluk will go the rest of the way in relief of John Casey.
Well, he's a talented player, but just not Mike Keenan's style. That's not what he thinks will help this team win.
Some rough stuff at the side of the Chicago net involving Shane Churla and Steve Smith. And nothing much comes of that, although there was a lot of potential for something more.
Well, anytime Shane Churla is on the ice, he knows his role. It's to go up and down and to hit everybody in sight, and he's now pointing to his nose there.
Let's have another major and game misconduct for drawing blood. But as soon as he said it, Shane Churla couldn't quite keep a straight face, even with Washington for 59 minutes and a few seconds. Here they're down by 4. Centered and Modano puts it in. Mike Modano scores. It's 5-2.
Oh, that's a great passing play, starting off really with Brian Bellows giving Modano a great pass as he was being covered by the Chicago player. But Bellows put a perfect pass on Modano's stick coming right here. He just lifts it over, and that gives Modano the chance, who holds on to it. Bellows follows up nicely with the play. Modano keeps going to the net, and with one hand, Bellows passes that puck in front. But Bellows with a good play. Modano keeps going to the net. Goulet is late getting back, and Modano puts it in to pull the North Stars within 3 goals.
Malte intercepted Marchman's pass. There's another high stick. A Chicago player is down in the middle of the ice. It is, who's it, Jocelyn Lemieux? And I believe it was Mike Craig's stick that felled Lemieux.
Yeah, it was Mike Craig, and that whole sequence started right after the faceoff. Jeremy Roenick really took a run at Mike Craig right in front of the penalty box. That really got everything going. You could see Mike Craig get up right away and kind of skate after Roenick somewhat, and then right out of the corner of his eye, he saw Lemieux coming at him from the other side and got his stick up on Lemieux. But Lemieux surprised him. He was going back after Roenick when Lemieux came in to intercept him and surprised Mike Craig. And Mike Craig will go off for the rest of this game.
The 4th high-sticking major and game misconduct called by Andy Van Hellemond tonight. So this isn't 5 plus a game. This is 10 minutes match penalty to Mike Craig, and he will not be playing until the National Hockey League looks at this. We're getting a lot of shots. Andy Van Hellemond and Steve Malte knock each other down, and the Hawks just miss on a chance by Steve Smith.
That was the best hit of the period by Andy Van Hellemond.
Now Peluso has it. He tried to get it back to Chelios. Chelios, a nice job to keep it in the zone. Roenick to Smith. Peluso digs it out, back to Chelios. Deflection, score! Roenick.
Well, Darian Hatcher was so tired, he just simply couldn't get off the ice here. He was trying to do everything he could behind the net to hold the puck. Peluso with the play back to Chelios. Now he fakes it, and what a pass. Right over to Roenick, who just deflects it in under Darcy Wakaluk. But behind the net, they just couldn't clear the puck. They got caught out there in a long shift, and a great pass from Chelios to Roenick, who just deflected that puck underneath Wakaluk.
Here come the Hawks again as Mike Hudson missed. Gilbert with the puck. Hudson centered it. Graham shoots one, and Wakaluk made a stop on that one. And the Stars had 30 or more shots in 9 straight games. And now in these 2 weekend games, they have combined for 31. 19 against the Capitals and 12 here tonight. And here's another open ice hit by Marchman. He gets a breakaway for himself out of it, and he scores. Well, they might want to pick him a star tonight after Larmer and Roenick.
Well, he's played a great game, as has most of the Chicago players, and Marchman just stepping up again on Bobby Smith, and then has the presence of mind to poke the puck past Darian Hatcher and come down and make a great move on Wakaluk. I'm sure Wakaluk probably thought he was just going to shoot, not knowing his skills handling the puck, and watch him make the move and totally gets Wakaluk out of the net with Hatcher coming back. Well, that's just a great goal and a great effort by Brian Marchman.
Well, for Chicago, this doesn't erase the playoff loss last season. It doesn't wipe out 2 losses to the North Stars earlier this season, but the Hawks like this a lot as some rough stuff follows the expiration of time. Shane Churla in the middle of it down there, and they'll steer him away. Now the Hawks can celebrate with Eddie Belfour, who made 10 saves for his night's work, and all sorts of support at the other end. Produced 7 Chicago goals, and the Blackhawks defeat the North Stars 7-2.